Look, I know you're tired of hearing about Social Security changes. I get it. But what I'm about to share with you today could literally put hundreds of extra dollars in your pocket this month or cost you if you miss these critical dates. I'm talking about specific calendar dates in October 2025 that every senior, every person on disability, and every family depending on Social Security needs to have circled in red ink. My name is Tony from Retirees Benefits, and for the past 8 months, I've been digging through government reports, policy changes, and benefit updates so you don't have to. I read the 49-page Social Security Administration report that just dropped, plus the Treasury Department's latest guidance, and I found some information that mainstream news isn't talking about, but should be. So, grab a pen, grab your calendar, and let's dive into the exact dates that could change your financial situation this month. Here's what we're covering today. First, I'm going to give you the specific October dates you need to know. We're talking payment dates, deadline dates, and opportunity dates. Then we'll talk about who's affected by these changes, what's actually changing with your benefits, and most importantly, what you can do about it right now. Because here's the thing, knowledge is power, but only if you act on it. And some of these deadlines, once they pass, you're out of luck until next year. Before we get to the dates, let's talk about who needs to pay attention here. If you're receiving Social Security retirement benefits, you're affected. If you're on Social Security disability insurance, what we call SSDI, you're affected. If you're getting Supplemental Security Income or SSI, you're definitely affected. But it's not just traditional seniors. I'm talking to the 62-year-olds who took early retirement and are trying to make ends meet. I'm talking to the disabled veterans who are navigating both VA benefits and Social Security. I'm talking to the single moms who became disabled and are raising kids on SSDI. And I'm talking to the adult children who are trying to help their aging parents figure out this maze of benefits and deadlines. According to the Social Security Administration's own data, over 67 million Americans receive some form of Social Security benefit. That's about 1 in 5 Americans. If you're watching this video, chances are you're one of them or you're caring for someone who is. All right, let's get specific about what's happening this October. The Social Security Administration has made several changes that take effect this month, and some of them are bigger than others. First, there's a cost of living adjustment preview that's coming earlier than usual. Normally, we don't get COLA information until mid-October, but this year preliminary numbers are being released on October 3rd, and early reports suggest it could be the largest increase we've seen in 3 years. Second, there are new income limits for people under full retirement age who are still working. If you're collecting Social Security but still earning money from work, these limits affect how much you can earn before your benefits get reduced. The new limits take effect October 1st, and they're actually higher than last year, which is good news. Third, and this is big, there's a special enrollment period opening up for Medicare Part D that specifically affects Social Security recipients. This runs from October 15th through December 7th, but there are some changes this year that could save you serious money if you act fast. Mark this date, Thursday, October 3rd. This is when the Social Security Administration will release preliminary cost of living adjustment numbers for 2026. Now, these aren't final. The official announcement comes later in October, but these preview numbers will give you a good idea of what to expect. Why does this matter? Because if you're planning any major expenses, medical procedures, or even just your holiday budget, knowing whether your benefits are going up by 2% or 6% makes a huge difference in your planning. If you receive Social Security and your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of any month, your October payment arrives on Wednesday, October 8th. This is also the date when most SSI recipients get their October payment. But here's something important. If you normally get your payment on October 3rd, that's the first Wednesday of the month. Your payment is being moved to October 8th because October 3rd falls on a federal holiday weekend. Don't panic if you don't see your money on the 3. It's coming on the 8th. This is huge, and it's not just about Medicare. If you're receiving Social Security benefits and you're eligible for Medicare, October 15th starts your open enrollment period. This year, there are new plans available that could significantly reduce your prescription drug costs. I'm talking about plans that cap your insulin at $35 per month, plans that eliminate the coverage gap, what people call the donut hole, and plans that offer additional benefits like dental and vision coverage at no extra cost. If your birthday falls between the 11th and 20th of any month, your October Social Security payment arrives on Wednesday, October 22nd. For those born between the 21st and 31 stone, your payment comes on Tuesday, October 29th. Here's what's different this month. The October 29th payment includes a preliminary adjustment for some recipients based on the new income limits I mentioned earlier. If you've been working and having benefits withheld, you might see some of that money returned starting with this payment. Now, I promised you some good news, and here it is. The preliminary COLA numbers I'm hearing about suggest that Social Security recipients could see an increase of between 3.8% and 4.2% for 2026. That would be the highest increase since 2022. For the average retiree receiving about $1,900 per month, that could mean an extra $72 to $80 per month starting in January 2026. For couples receiving Social Security, we're talking about potentially $120 to $150 more per month. And here's more good news. The income limits for people who are still working while collecting Social Security are going up significantly. For 2025, if you're under full retirement age, you can earn up to $23,400 per year without any reduction in your Social Security benefits. That's up from $22,320 last year. If you're in your full retirement age year, you can earn up to $62,160 without penalty. That's up from $59,520. These increases are bigger than usual, which means more flexibility for people who want or need to keep working. Okay, so here's your action plan. First, get out your calendar and mark those payment dates I mentioned, October 8th, 22nd, and 29th, depending on your birthday. If you're expecting a payment and it doesn't arrive on your scheduled date, that's when you need to contact Social Security immediately. Second, if you're on Medicare, mark October 15th as the start of open enrollment. This year, you absolutely want to review your prescription drug coverage. The new plans available could save you hundreds of dollars, but you have to actively choose them. They won't automatically assign you to the best plan. Third, if you're working while collecting Social Security, review those new income limits. If you've been holding back on work opportunities because you are worried about hitting the limit, you might have more room than you thought. Fourth, start preparing for the official COLA announcement. It's likely coming on October 10th, which is the second Thursday of the month. When that number comes out, take some time to plan how you'll use that extra money. Will it go toward paying down debt, building a small emergency fund, covering increased healthcare costs? I know some of you are worried about the long-term future of Social Security. I get those comments on every video, and I understand the concern. Yes, the trustees' report shows that the trust fund could face challenges in the 2030s if nothing changes. But here's what you need to know. Congress has never allowed Social Security to fail, and they're not going to start now. Even in the worst-case scenario, benefits would be reduced, not eliminated. And historically, when Social Security has faced challenges, Congress has acted to address them. So, while it's smart to plan and diversify your retirement income, don't lose sleep over Social Security disappearing completely. For those of you dealing with disability benefits, I know the system can be frustrating and complicated. The appeals process is long, the paperwork is overwhelming, and sometimes it feels like the system is working against you. But the benefits are there, and if you qualify, you deserve them. Don't give up on appeals, and don't hesitate to get help from a qualified advocate if you need it. Let me address a few special situations that come up frequently in the comments. If you're a veteran receiving both VA disability and Social Security disability, these October changes don't affect your VA benefits at all. Your Social Security might increase with the COLA adjustment, but your VA benefits follow a different schedule and different rules. If you're divorced and collecting Social Security on your spouse record, you're entitled to the same COLA increases as everyone else. The divorce doesn't affect your right to cost of living adjustments. And for those of you who are immigrants or helping immigrant family members navigate Social Security, the October changes apply to you the same way they apply to everyone else, as long as you're legally eligible for benefits. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. If you're receiving Social Security and you have dependent children or grandchildren living with you, they might be eligible for benefits, too. Children under 18 or 19, if they're still in high school, can receive up to 50% of your benefit amount if they're your dependent. This is especially important for grandparents who are raising grandchildren or for disabled parents. These family benefits don't reduce your own benefit. It's additional money for the family. And yes, these family benefits also increase when your benefits increase with the COLA adjustment. Look, I know this is a lot of information, and I know dealing with Social Security and Medicare can feel overwhelming, but here's the thing. You've earned these benefits. You've paid into the system. You've followed the rules. And you deserve to get every penny that's coming to you. The dates I've given you today aren't just random bureaucratic deadlines. They're opportunities. October 3rd is your opportunity to start planning with better information. October 15th is your opportunity to potentially save hundreds on healthcare costs. The payment dates are your opportunity to manage your monthly budget more effectively. If this information was helpful to you, I need you to do me a favor. First, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I'm always digging into the latest Social Security news, Medicare updates, and benefits information that affects your daily life. Second, share this video with someone who needs it. I guarantee you know someone, a neighbor, a family member, someone from your church or community center who's struggling with these same issues and could use this information. That's how we help each other in this community. Third, drop a comment below and let me know which October date is most important to you. Are you waiting for that COLA preview planning to shop Medicare plans? Dealing with work income limits. I read every comment and your questions help me decide what to cover in future videos. And finally, check out the video I posted last week about Medicare Advantage changes for 2026. There's some information in there that directly connects to what we talked about today, especially if you're dealing with prescription drug costs. Remember, you're not just a number in the Social Security system. You're someone who's worked hard, contributed to this country, and deserves to have accurate information about the benefits you've earned. I'll keep reading those government reports and breaking down the important stuff so you don't have to. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next.